Hello and welcome back to another Computer Sluggish tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to get your very own Minecraft server on a site called server.pro. So the link is in the description below. So once you clicked on the link you will end up on a page that looks like this. So as you can see they do have a lot of servers already running. So this is 100% free as well. So first things first, you need to click on sign up in the top right hand corner. And you just need to put in your username, email and a password. Make sure it is a valid email as you do need to activate your account. So it will send you an email. This does take a couple of minutes to get the email, so don't panic if you haven't received the email. It just took me 10 minutes to receive my activation email. So once you've signed up, you now need to click in the top right hand corner and log in. So once you have logged in, it should now say welcome and your username. So we're now going to click on get your server now. And here you can choose which Minecraft game you want to create a server for. So you've got your mobile phone version here, or you've got your normal Minecraft version. So today we're going to create a server for our normal Minecraft. So we're just going to click on that now. And first we need to choose a name for our server. So this would be the name which people need to connect to our server using. So I'm going to go with ComputerSluggish. And on the right here you can choose the extension you want to use. So whichever one you find easiest to remember. I'm going to leave it on myserver.gs. So if I want to connect to my server, I've simply got to put in computersluggish.myserver.gs. So once you've done that part, you now need to select your location. So if you choose North America and you live in the UK like I do, you will get lag. Okay, so make sure you do choose the location on where you live. So I live in England, so I'm going to select Europe. So now we need to scroll down, and here you can decide if you want the free server or you want to get special upgrades and perks with a paid version. But we're going with the free version today. So first I'm going to select vanilla, and we're going to make sure we've got the latest version of Minecraft selected. But you can choose an older version if you want. You can choose any version you want. So next we need to select the memory. So this is how much RAM or memory our server is going to have, and in the free version we can only have 0.5 gig. So that's 512 meg of RAM, and also you get a free disk space of 5 gig. And if you wanted to pay, then you can obviously have 1 gig of RAM, 2 gig, 4 gig or 8 gig. So that would make the server a lot more powerful and be able to run special mods which require more memory. As you can see here, you've got Pixelmon and stuff. So we're just going to scroll down now and select our cycle monthly server. So it's going to be hourly. And then below we've got our features. So in our free package, we can have up to 12 players in our server at once. And also we can have 10 plugins installed. So we can only have up to 10 plugins. Also, our processor is only a 2-core. So it's not the most powerful processor in the world, but it's still enough to run a Minecraft server. And unfortunately, you do have to wait if it's busy at certain times of the day. So you might have to wait a few minutes to get onto your server. So also free servers will stop if there are no players online for 15 minutes. So once you're happy with all that, we now need to click on create server. So free servers will not renew automatically, but you can manually renew your server before it expires at my servers. If your server expires, you can just resume it again, but you might have to stand in queue. So we're going to click on create server now. And as you can see, it is in a queue at the moment, and we're in position 4. So once your server is ready, this sound will play, and you will have 60 seconds to claim your server before you lose your queue position. So we now need to wait a couple of seconds, and that bar should hopefully go down. So we're now in position 2, and there we go. So we can now click start server, and as you can see, our server is now started. And here's a list of all our options. So here we can click restart the server if we want, or we can stop the server. And over here it says that our server is currently running. So we've got the IP address here of our server and our host name. We've got our resources over here, so we can see how the CPU's doing, our memory, and our hard drive disk space. We can also select a server icon if we want, and we can upgrade and get extra ports if we want to, but obviously you'd have to pay for that. So below we do have a configuration for Minecraft, so we can change some settings. We can change the game mode from survival to creative, or a spectator, or just adventure. We can change the difficulty from peaceful to hard, or we can change our max players from 12 just to 1 if we want. We can turn PvP on or off, or we can have online mode enabled or disabled. We can also add a new world, and if we just go back by clicking on the top left here on my server, we can also command block enabled or disabled. We can spawn animals if we want, or not spawn animals, and the same with monsters. So we've got a lot of options there, and that's not even the beginning of how awesome this server hosting is, and it's all free. So as you can see, we are halfway on using our memory, so we're using about 256 meg of RAM at the moment. So now over on the left we've got our player list. So this is a list of all the players that are currently connected to our server. This is where you would view it. And over here we've got operators. So we can add players on this list will be given operator status on the server. We can also whitelist players, or we can have a ban list, so we can ban players so they can't access our server. This is where you can do plugins, and we got a scheduler, but that's only for premium, so if you pay. We've already had a look here. You can create your world, so we can go default, generate structures, and we can just call this test, and we can now click create world. So as you can see, if we go down here, our world is on test at the minute, and our CPU has just gone all the way up to red. It is maxing out there, so the server is still running, but it could potentially crash right now, but hopefully that won't happen. So here we've got our server page, and also we've got our FTP, which we could connect to and upload files manually if we wanted, and we can back up if we pay. And here we can reinstall our Minecraft settings and server. So that is it. That is how you set up a server, and as you can see, our CPU is absolutely fine now. It's not being used. It was just because it had to create the world quickly. Okay, so we put a little bit of strain on it then, but it's absolutely fine. So that is how you set up your own Minecraft server. If you did enjoy this tutorial and it helped, hit that like button below and subscribe for more Computer Sluggish tutorials.